Hello everyone, a pleasure welcome to all for this session. This is Gayathri L from 2nd MSc Food Service Management and Dietetics. Good food is often simple food. Let us see about traditional food, a bite of the past for the future. When I said traditional food, all your mind started to think about what is traditional food. Traditional foods are foods and dishes that are passed on through generations or which have been consumed for many generations. These foods can be indigenous or introduced from ancient times but dynamically integrated into the local agricultural system and regional food culture. A traditional food is one that has one or more characteristics that clearly set it apart from other products in the same category, such as the use of traditional ingredients, composition, or production and processing methods. These are traditional in nature and may have a historic precedent in a national dish, regional cuisine, or local cuisine. Why we need to consume traditional foods? Traditional food items frequently have minimal to no processing or manipulation beyond the initial manufacture, making them simple, natural, and pure. Traditional foods are utilized to promote the idea that natural items are healthier and taste better than artificial ones. There were no chemical alterations and no unhealthy addition or high fat content and no microbial contaminants in our traditional foods. When coming to the sources of traditional food, traditional ingredients are raw sources or primary products that have been used alone or as an ingredient to identify geographic locations in the past and are still in use now and whose qualities are consistent with current specification of region or country. The ingredients which are grown in the regional area. According to our traditional knowledge, region and season specific foods which have been prepared by means of local fiber roots, fruits, leafy vegetables and grass are necessary for us. Let us see briefly about traditional food and region. Traditions support foods that are tasty and healthful. Therefore, traditional food may not only be cultural expressions but also have health benefits, current description of a country or a region. In India, food is typically regarded as a divine good and all ancient religious writings and scriptures exhort people to treat food with great respect and care in terms of its handling, storage and preparation. Traditional meals can be identified as having a regional origin based on land, which would suggest that people rapidly establish strong association between certain foods and geographical location. Several communities have improved their health in relation to their food supply via generations of cultural change, introspection, connectedness, and innovation in potentially beneficial locales. Traditional foods are viewed as the center of cultural identity and are associated with a particular community or ethnic group. Some aspects of food preparation and consumption are also used as visual markers of identity. Food and culture are combined and intersected during preparation and consumption. Food preparation and consumption are influenced by a person's age, ethnicity, gender, occupation, and religion. Let food be the medicine and medicine be the food. Let us see about the health benefits of traditional food. Traditional Indian foods contain fewer calories which may help one to control and maintain weight. It supports immunity. Indian food embraces immunity and brain too. Regarding the goodness of traditional Indian foods, it is good for heart. Less saturated fat in traditional Indian food help to preserve our hearts. Variety in Indian cooking oil can be easily seen because of its diversity. It has a great benefit on health as well. Benefits of seasonal and local foods. Uses of seasonal and local vegetables and fruits also promote good health and better immunity. Indian food uses a lot of grains like bajra, jowar along with the different rice grains and pulse making traditional Indian foods loaded with goodness. How we fail to remember our traditional food. The traditional food concept have been changed drastically in our society because of our contemporary lifestyle. The traditional food base and knowledge of indigenous people are being eroded. This has resulted in the use of fewer spices, decreased diet diversity due to the household food insecurity and consequently poor health status. Reasons for the change of traditional food system. Changing food pattern can damage the good health of the society. So, it is vital to know the importance of good food habits of our own tradition and balanced diet. A food system which has a long tradition would never be changed immediately. Change of place, change of career would be the reason for this to happen. Apart from these, political and historical reasons may also cause changes in particular food system, thereby creating society's health and total food insecurity. Consequences of less intake of traditional food and more intake of junk food. The adverse effects of altered traditional food system are presently being considered carefully by all socially aware adults. During the past 4 centuries, the traditional vegetables and eating methods have become so simple to us, which reveals that generally we are more attached to the glamour of foreign products compared to our attachment to our own food. As a result, the human body no longer receives the vitamins it needs naturally from foods like vegetables, green grass, seeds, and spices, which affects the consumption of traditional food. Fast food has become an inevitable part of the hectic lifestyle of metros. It provides for the immediate need of appetite but at the same time aggravates the worry of healthcare. The variety of traditional food system in India speaks about the richness of the food availability here. As foreign attacks have its own impact on the land, it has also affected local people's behavior, thought and food. How our traditional food system was changed. Traditional food system has also undergone changes due to the impact of urbanization. People from all regions do live in metros. Because of geographical reason, it may not be possible to prepare traditional foods for all due to non-availability of means of their food. So hotels and food avenues try to attract such consumers. There are so many reasons for the change in the food system. More important among them are ecology, science and technological advancement, and economic conditions. When there was no refrigerator, the four groups gave more attention to protect the easily perishable food items such as milk, vegetables, and other such consumables. But nowadays, the advancement of science and technology contributed more in change of food habits. Why traditional food is important for adolescents? The benefits of traditional food help the adolescents to shape their health and provide them a healthy lifestyle. Traditional food contains more iron is better for muscles and blood. More zinc is better for wound healing and fighting infection. Traditional food has more vitamin A is better for vision and fighting disease. It also has more calcium is better for strong bones and teeth. Traditional foods are strengthened cultural capacity and well-being. Why traditional food is better than fast food? The fast food consumption increases the risk of metabolic syndrome by increasing triglyceride levels, triggers blood sugar and blood pressure spikes. Apart from these, there is a higher risk of obesity which can make you prone to cardiovascular diseases, hypertension and type 2 diabetes. Eating deeply fried eatables made out of potato and other such foods containing glucose would lead to cancer. Increasing numbers in communicable diseases that are triggered by changes in eating habits and lifestyle. Fast food consumption increases the risk of metabolic syndrome, higher risk of obesity, cardiovascular diseases, and type 2 diabetes. Global population is hastily replacing their traditional food practices with a diet marked by excess in sugar, sodium, fat and calories, and this pattern is accelerating among the world's rural poor. What would be happen due to the less consumption of traditional food? The decline of traditional food practices has garnered attention for its impact on nutritional health. The displacement of traditional food is associated variously with underweight, stunting, micronutrient deficiency, overweight, diet-related chronic diseases, and intergenerational effects of malnutrition, especially when coupled with poverty. Hence, an increased intake of traditional food among adolescents provide a better health, guides them to live a healthy lifestyle, increases their immunity, protects them from diet-related diseases, and also play as a mediator to transform our tradition to our future generation. Laughter is brightest in the place where food is good. I hope you all wants to laugh bright through the lamp of traditional bite. Thank you.